But I think me and my wife, it's true. We're two leaders. We've got different leadership styles. So I'm more like a loose maverick MacGyver. You know, I'm like a kind of rolling, adaptable kind of a leader, whereas my wife actually gets things done. So it's... We have to separate, we have to divvy up the labour. You know, I'm in charge of mowing the lawn, packing the car, lifting things. And my wife is the architect of all of our futures. Don't look at me like that, I'm good at packing. I pull my weight. I'm so good at packing. It's my dream one day to be going through a supermarket checkout, and when the lady says, "Do you need any help packing?" by the end of the sentence, she realises she's in a bag for life. I just moonwalk. I climb up on the conveyor belt and pretend to moonwalk out, just slowly like that. That would be the plan. The reason I'm giving you this insight into my marital dynamic is to explain why, at the age of 44, my wife is currently trying to organise a grown-up play date for me to go on with another man in order that I make a friend. I want to be absolutely clear about this. I'm not lonely. But I moved to Bristol, I moved to a foreign city at the same time as I became a dad. So I don't get the chance to meet other dads, right? They all socialise during the evening and work during the day. I have to socialise during the day because I work in the evening because of you. And so I don't get to see them. It's just not fair. My wife can walk up to any other mum and go, "Hey, we should get a coffee, should we be friends?" Suddenly they're friends. Doesn't work like that for men, does it? Not the system at all. No, the system for male friendships is... You've got the kids you knew at school, minus one who died, and that's it. And that's how it's always been. That's how it's supposed to be. So we met this guy. We met this one guy. Ollie was his name. We met him at at a toddler rave. That's a thing. 3 hours of banging techno on a Sunday afternoon. Load of haggard parents at the side of a church hall. 100 kids with their tops off, ripped to the tits on fruity pouches. I remember this one specifically because it was, there's always a costume theme, and this particular one was superheroes, right? And there was one particularly attractive younger mum had come dressed as Catwoman, and all of the other mums were like, "Oh, fuck off." It was just great. We met Ollie, our kid was playing with his kid, and then eventually we chatted for 5 minutes, and then his kid ran off, Ollie followed him, and that was that. And then ever since then, my wife has been stalking him on Instagram in order to pimp him to me as a potential friend. Right? So I'll be washing up, and she'll sidle up to him and be like, "Have you seen Ollie's into martial arts and board games? And you like board games and talking about martial arts?" And suddenly it's put me in the position, I'm like a kid on my first day at nursery going, "I don't want to go," like that. Because I don't know how to package myself as a potential friend for a grown man. I just don't know how to do it. I've written and then deleted an introductory text to him, God knows how many times. Hello, mate. Hey, friendo. Ew, who am I? I don't even talk with the friends in my life that I love. My mate, my best mate, Noel, right? We've known each other since we were 11. We've travelled the world together. I love the bones of him, right? And I will see him for a cheeky pint once in a blue moon. It's a running joke in our household. I'll come home and my wife will go, "How's Noel?" And I literally won't understand the question. How is he? How is he? How is Noel? He is simply Noel. Immutable, unchanging. He reminds me of me, I remind him of him. That's why we hang out with each other. I can tell you what he thought of the movie The Suicide Squad. Is that what you mean? Is that how he is? And then she'll say something weird like, "But hasn't his mum been ill?" I don't know. How do you know that? Stop asking my friends questions, you weirdo. Because we don't speak with each other, we just talk at each other. We sit and conversationally groom one another like a pair of orangutans on a log in Borneo, picking fleas out of each other's fleece. "Did you like the film?" "Yeah, yes, I did like it. You were like me." "Yes, I am. Yeah. Did you enjoy Black Mirror the other day?" "Yes, I didn't like it to begin with, but then I did like it by the end. Yes, I'm the same, yeah."
And tell me, are you playing that the Red Dead Redemption game on the PlayStation? No, I've had to stop playing that. It's a little bit too immersive. Yes, I would say.
Talked about this at a show in Bristol. A stranger tweeted me the following day, Stu, hey, really enjoyed the stuff about the grown-up playdate. Just so you know, my friend Clive lives in Bristol, and he's free during... That's not what this is! This is not some sort of pathetic, platonic pickup line. I'm not coming out here going, hello, men. I am very lonely and I wish to play Settlers of Catan. It's not that. What happens when you approach 40 is that all of your friends start running a marathon. And I can't be bothered with that. Even for charity, I can't be asked. My rule is, if you want me to sponsor you to run a marathon, I will pay you my money to run a marathon, provided you look like you cannot possibly complete a marathon. I think that's fair. If you look like you'll breeze it, you get nothing from me. Dead by mile 5, £3.50. That's my thing. My friend Josh said he wanted to do a skydive, right? He was really interested in doing a parachute jump. He'd always gone on about it. And he said, finally, I'm going to do it. And I went, good for you. And he said, but can you give me some sponsorship money, right? I'm doing it for charity. I said, whoa. You're not doing it for charity. You're doing it for Josh, right? Because you want to do it. You're doing it for you. He said, no, it's for charity. I said, well, in that case, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? See if you can follow me through this. How about I offer you double the donation not to do it? And he said, that's not really in the spirit of the thing. OK, fine, you go ahead. You go ahead. As long as you realise that now I've made you that offer and you've declined, you're now doing a skydive against cancer research. Which is particularly appalling given what happened to your brother, if I may say.